Hello adventurers, my name is Chris and today we're going to be looking at another module called item piles. This module does have multiple uses, however the main one is the merchant function. Let me provide you a quick example. Currently we have a merchant that sells a plethora of items, all of which with individual prices, which can be set up. You can also go ahead and sell your items by simply clicking sell. Please ignore the price, this has been set up for tutorial purposes, as well as dropping the item. And after the item is dropped, can actually take it. Another feature is trade. And as a DM, you can trade with the player or the players can trade with other players. The trading screen is similar with most games. You drop an item, the other player drops another, and you can simply change items or drop currency. Hitting accept. The trade has been complete. The platinum has been added to the inventory and the NPC does have the goal. Let's look at the installation. Item Piles is created by Wasp and is currently sitting at version 2.9.1. I forgot to mention, all of the trades and purchases will show up in the chat. Let's set up a merchant and a merchant table. Firstly, we need to create an actor. This time I will go ahead and create a grocer, basically someone who sells raw food. Under configure, make sure Item Piles is enabled. If you have an in-depth description, you can add it here. In other settings, you can choose multiple types: container, merchant, vault, or item pile. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to select merchant, a merchant image. And right now, as you can see, the merchant has nothing for sale. The module does come with multiple rollable tables for multiple types of merchants. However, I do want to use my own with my own module. From KCTG module, simply gonna import the food, right click, create rollable table, and hit yes, and close. From here, I'm gonna select food, add table. You can also add multiple table, closing the configure, and we roll. Right now, is gonna roll 1d4 minus 1 item. So whatever roll it gets, basically goes with -1, with a minimum of 1. For a grocer, I feel like a higher number is needed. I'm gonna go with 2d20. You can roll a couple of times up until you get a list that you are happy with. Or you can also keep rolls, and when you roll, gonna add towards the roll. When you're satisfied with the list, click add items. All of the items added. In configure piles, multiple settings can be changed. For example, the interaction distance. In other settings, you can fine-tune the merchant. If you want to limit how much the player sells to an NPC, simply untick this one and set an amount of gold to the NPC. Another variant for this one, you can tick purchase only. This will not give the possibility to the players to actually sell items and still be at the DM's discretion. The remaining settings have clear tooltips. I would like to make a mention that this module works with a plethora of other systems other than D&D. Another option for this module is creating loot chests. And depending on how many players you have on the scene, you can actually split the currency automatically. There are some other features which go a little bit more in depth, like creating an auctioneer, an item pile, or a vault. However, the setup is very similar to this one. If you do plan to use item piles, I'm actually curious, what will you use it for? And this concludes the tutorial for item piles. I would like to thank everyone who did subscribe to my channel. I just reached 200 subscribers. I'm actually very happy for this specific milestone. It took quite a bit of time, and I would like to thank each and every one of you who watched the video to this point. If you do have any suggestions or feedback, please do not hesitate to let me know, or even any future modules that you would like me to cover. That being said, thank you so much to all of you. Have a great day. Happy hunting.